Stop counting the days lost in the rhythm.
The United Nations highest court has issued an order to Venezuela, instructing the country not to take any actions that would change Guyana's control over a disputed territory. However, the court did not explicitly prohibit Venezuela from holding its planned referendum on the future of the territory, which is scheduled for Sunday. Guyana had requested the International Court of Justice to halt parts of the vote, claiming that it was a step towards Venezuela annexing the disputed Essequibo region, which accounts for about two-thirds of Guyana's territory. Both countries view the court's ruling as supporting their respective positions on the matter. The disputed territory is larger than Greece and is rich in oil and minerals. The court order does not directly mention the referendum but states that Venezuela must refrain from taking any actions that would alter the current situation in Essequibo. The legally binding ruling will remain in effect until the court considers Guyana's case against Venezuela regarding the region's future, a process that could take several years. In explaining the verdict, Court President Joan E. Donoghue stated that the order was necessary because Venezuela's expressed readiness to take action on the disputed territory following the referendum posed a real and imminent risk of irreparable harm to Guyana's rights before the court reaches a final decision. Venezuela has organized a referendum for Sunday, which includes 5 questions for voters, including whether to establish a Venezuelan state in Essequibo and whether voters support granting Venezuelan citizenship to current and future residents of the region. Despite not recognizing the UN panel's jurisdiction over the long-standing dispute, Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez characterized the ruling as a victory for Venezuela since the UN did not order a halt to the referendum plans. Guyana's President Mohamed Irfan Ali also welcomed the ruling, emphasizing that Venezuela is prohibited from annexing or trespassing upon Guyanese territory or taking any other actions that would alter the boundary of Essequibo, as established in 1899. Regardless of the referendum's outcome. During urgent hearings in November, Guyana's lawyers argued that the referendum was a preparation for Venezuela's land grab. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his allies are urging voters to answer yes to all the questions in Sunday's referendum. Venezuela has always considered Essequibo as its own due to its historical boundaries during the Spanish colonial period and has long disputed the border determined by international arbitrators in 1899 when Guyana was still a British colony. After unsuccessful mediation attempts, Guyana brought the case to the World Court in 2018, seeking a ruling that the 1899 border decision is valid and binding. Venezuela argues that a 1966 agreement to resolve the dispute effectively nullified the original arbitration. While the court has deemed the case admissible and within its jurisdiction, a final decision is expected to take several years.